Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. Chris Howard, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, taking care of your elderly in long-term care. Today I'm off today. Have a couple of days off until I go back to work, but I want to make this video because it's probably pretty important to share with others, with the profession that I'm in, supporting the elderly and seniors that live with Alzheimer's disease and dementia disease. I've been taking care of individuals with a severe Alzheimer's for 20 years and always advocating for them to provide the best care possible, and when I'm on duty, providing the best care that I can provide for them, so their loved ones know that they're properly being taken care of. So, working with the elderly for the last 20 years, I've always tried to keep the profession as professional as possible. Now, taking care of people, that's a hard thing to do when you're making connections and you see individuals all the time. But I've always tried to stay true to myself, and taking care of people and then, cutting it off once the shift is over. But things happen, and over the years, you gain connections with individuals that you never thought that would happen. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this one video. Was an individual that I took care of for a short time, not a very long time, a few years. When I switched floors and started working on another floor, this elderly woman just stole my heart. And each day I would go to work, and she would greet me, and I just grew into that connection with her, and just stopped to listen to the things she had to say about her family and stuff. And she always asked how my family was doing and how my kids were doing and how my wife was doing, and I'd always sit and talk with her. And eventually I gained this bond and this connection with her, and found out that she liked to do puzzles. And I grown over the time that I was taking care of her. I called her the Puzzle Queen, and every chance I get, or a little extra time that I had while I was working, I would try to do some puzzles with her, and that was the greatest gift that I think that I could give to her, was and I try to tell others, is time, giving someone your time and acknowledging them, and letting them know that they're still human beings, even though that they're like 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, that they're still important. So each shift I would come on, I would try to spend a little time with her that I could, and we grew that bond during shifts that I work, and we would sit and do puzzles together and chit chat, and I would drink my coffee, and she'd drink a cup of tea or a glass of juice I'd get for her. And this was probably the most precious thing that I own, and it has nothing to do with money or personal items that we buy. It's something that I keep very dear to me, and it's this puzzle of her that we did together. So I'm trying to, I gotta glue it better, but we did this puzzle together, which is pretty cool. We finished it together. And the ironic story of this is we finished this puzzle, and I was going on vacation, and the hardest thing was going on vacation, and I had to tell her that I was going. And so I was working the day shift, and I knew the shift was coming to an end, and I was off at 3 o'clock, and she was sitting at her table, which was in the dining room, and I said to her, I gotta go. Shift's over, I gotta go, and I'll be going on vacation, so I'll see you in a bit. And I'm sorry. This always kind of so she had said, which is clearly to me, have a wonderful vacation. I hopefully I'm here when you get back. And I was walking towards the elevator, and man, I still remember, I'm sure she can hear me right now making this video. It just kind of that your soul left your body. And I went on vacation, and I try not to worry about, your job while you're on vacation, because it's vacation. But when you take care of people, you grow that connection. And when I got back to work, she was palliative care, and she was dying. And she passed away. She passed away. When I got back, I asked my crew that I was on with how she was doing, and unfortunately, she lost her battle, and she passed away. So I asked the family a few days after that, because the family knew that I was getting close to her and that connection, because she was telling her family about me, and they asked me if I wanted something from her, if something to remember their mom by. And I said, yeah, absolutely. And they said, you can have anything that's in her room. And I looked around, and this was on the wall. And I said, could I have that puzzle that's on the wall? And the daughter said, yeah, you're more than welcome to have that puzzle. That's the puzzle you did with her. And I said, I would really be honored to have that puzzle. And they took that puzzle and they gave it to me as a remembrance of her. So I keep this puzzle pretty cherished, and I gotta glue it more, but my profession never gets easy, and it can be hard at times. But that's why I made this channel, was to educate people on the fact of that. Taking care of another human being, just because they're not family, doesn't mean they don't become your family. So she's always a part of me wherever I go, and I'm sure one day when I get older, you know, maybe we'll meet up at the pearly gates and you know, we'll do a puzzle together. So anyways, until next time, guys, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, Chris Horwood, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, advocating for your elderly in long-term care and community care. Until next time, guys, cheers.